Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Bandai Creation Godzilla 1954 version 1. Now, this version of Godzilla comes from the 1954 film Godzilla King of the Monsters, or its original Japanese name, Gojira. This film is pretty amazing. A lot of people consider this to be the greatest Godzilla film ever made. While I disagree, I still think this is an amazing film and that you should definitely check it out. If you can, definitely check out the Japanese version. I've actually seen the American version, so yeah. I hear that the Japanese version is a lot better than the American version, so yeah. Definitely try to find the Japanese version. But if you only have the American version, then still watch that. It's still an amazing film. Now, it's a great film and all. The only problem is that, well, the first time I saw this film was sometime last week, and to be honest, I am not proud of that whatsoever. At least I can say I finally sat down to actually watch the movie, but yeah. There's still the fact that my first time was last week of this recording, so yeah. Definitely not proud of that, but anyway, definitely check out that film. But we're not here to talk about films, we're here to talk about toys, so let's get into this. So first, we'll take a look at the paint on this figure. And the paint on this figure it's average for a Bandai Creation figure. Most of the body is this dark color. The dorsal spines, or dorsal fins, they're painted white with the traditional black spots in the middle. The toe claws and finger claws are painted white, however mine are kind of chipped because I actually had this figure when I was a little kid, so yeah. That's the thing. If you see a bunch of chips in the paint and a lot of damaged figures when it comes to these Bandai Creations figures, that's because that I had most of these when I was a kid, so yeah. They're not in the best shape. Well, they're not in perfect shape is what I'm trying to say. They're still in good shape, just they could be a lot better, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. The teeth are painted white, and the tongue is painted red, blood red for some reason. The eyes are painted eye color, and if my camera can focus, the paint for the eyes look really nice. So, yeah. And that's basically it for the paint. Nothing too special. It's pretty average for a Bandai Creation figure. Something that would have been cool is that instead of having the tongue blood red, it was gray or some sort of dark color like that to give off a sort of vintage feel about this figure, because this figure is based off of the 1954 film, and in my opinion, I think it would have been cool if the tongue was painted gray. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Besides that, the paint on this figure is pretty average, so the paint gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation on this figure, and again, for a Bandai Creation figure, it's pretty average. So, the arms can move 360, and so can the legs. Yeah, so can the legs. And the tail can move a little, it's just that it can't move 360. So, yeah. Again, that's it for the articulation. Nothing special, but again, it's average for a Bandai Creation figure, so the articulation definitely gets a pass. Well, yeah, it gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the sculpt, and to be honest, I really do like the sculpt. And to be honest, I like this sculpt more than I like version 2 sculpt. I actually have reviewed version 2 earlier on this channel, so yeah. Definitely try to look for that video so you can see that review. It's not the best, but yeah, I've improved. But yeah, either way, I actually like this sculpt a lot more. In my opinion, this sculpt just seems to be more film accurate than version 2. Version 2 still looks really nice, but this figure is just slightly more better. So, yeah. It looks pretty spot on, actually. At certain angles, it actually looks pretty damn good. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, nothing else to say about the sculpt besides I really do like it, so yeah. Either way, the sculpt gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing on this figure, and again, for a Bandai Creation figure, the detailing is pretty average. Most of the body is just covered in scales, which is accurate because this is Godzilla we're talking about. The dorsal fins are detailed nicely. You can see all the bumps and whatnot, which look really nice. The ears here are, again, detailed very nicely. And that's something I don't understand. Like, I don't get why they gave Godzilla ears, but whatever. The teeth are painted in, but you can still see some detailing in there, in the mouth, which looks alright. The face detailing is amazing. Well, it's not amazing, but it's still pretty good. The detailing for the hands are pretty good as well. And the feet detailing are, again, pretty good, with some detailing underneath. Very slight detailing. 2002 Bandai, made in China, and yeah, Toho 92107, all that other stuff. And the detailing for the tail is not bad either. You can see all the lines in the tail, which look really nice. And you can also see a bunch of folds in this figure, which definitely represents a guy in a rubber suit, because that's basically what Godzilla was in Godzilla King of the Monsters, just a guy in a rubber suit. Which, not just that film, but almost every other Godzilla film that there is, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for the detailing. Again, it's average for a Bandai Creations figure, but it still gets a pass. Should you get this figure? Get this figure if you can. This figure is pretty average for a Bandai Creation figure. It's not bad, but, well, it's good, but it's average, so yeah. Definitely get this figure if you can. I don't know how much this figure is, but I do know that most of these Bandai Creation figures are really rare, so yeah. If you can find this figure for cheap, definitely go for it. But if you want to know how big this figure is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright? Now, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.